go on Tinder, Instagram? Like, what is your source of where you usually find the people that you're looking for? I'll start with you this time. Where do you usually find guys?
I don't go looking. Like, if we're
But
being
where do they
so
come for you
100%
mostly from?
random.
Instagram.
Like, so I guess like Instagram.
Do you have dating apps? Do you use the
No,
dating apps? No.
I hate them with a
So really
passion.
just Instagram and in person guys
Yeah,
who cold
I love
approach?
in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that that's like your favorite, I guess you could say? Like, would you give a guy more of a chance if he's cold approaching or like trying in real life versus trying on Instagram or something?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Because I mean, if you have, I feel like the want to come up to me in person, yeah.
It means something.
Yeah.
What about you? How are you usually sourcing?
In person, really, wherever I go. I don't the Instagram or social. No, that's
You don't
not
use
for
dating
me.
apps?
No,
No? Okay.
it's not for me.
No, this is a
Anybody
different...
could be anybody on the internet, really.
This is my first
Right.
time asking this question, but I was really curious, if the ladies use dating apps as much as I think they do. I think women fail a lot at using dating apps, and it's not a good thing. So what about you, man? What's your main sourcing?
I feel like men have to use all areas of sourcing. So whether that's in person, dating apps, Instagram. I mean, I use all pretty much all areas. Yeah, but I feel like the best ones always come from in person. Yeah,
That's always the best.
yeah, it's always the best.
What about you, man? How do you usually source?
It really depends. I've met girls like in Starbucks. I've met girls just going throughout my day. But the thing I look for, I don't like the whole hitting on girls. I'm different. I've done that before, like chase girls, like when I was younger and stuff. But I really like just finding girls that just noticing if they're interested in me, and then I go from there. So
If they got
like
the genuine
gym.
desire or not.
Yeah,
Right,
and you can tell it's really a look. It's very simple stuff, but girls will kind of let you know if they like you. They'll kind of put themselves in your presence and that
This
type of
is the
stuff.
biggest problem today is guys try so hard for the wrong girls instead of waiting
Facts.
for the genuine desire to come to them. It's
Facts.
ridiculous.
And the thing about too, because I used to just go after anything and everything when I was younger, and that's just it's just not efficient, man.
Right, yeah.
When you get to a certain point, you
Right.
realize the kind of girls that actually like you, like you can spot them a lot easier. You see the same interest signals or
Right,
whatever. I
yeah.
don't know what you call them, but
Yeah, but stay off dating
Yeah, you
apps,
go out
guys.
there. Yeah, I
That's-
don't do dating
That's
apps.
just a waste of time, man. If
For
y'all are
most men,
using
let's
that
go.
shit, yeah, get off of it. And I want to know, how did you meet your boyfriend? How did you source him?
Online.
Online?
On Instagram.
It was Instagram?
Yeah.
So did he slide in your DMs?
I slid in.
Oh wow! See, this is what I like to hear is when the
Whoa.
women are the ones that are pushing. In today's day and age, it's like y'all kind of have to find the really good one and kind of push for it. Now I want to know, does the guy that you're talking to need to have a 401k, a IRA, or HSA? Does he need to be focused on his savings at all? Do y'all give a shit about a man's savings? We'll start with you.
I mean, I hope that whenever it's time to retire, you have something figured out.
Yeah. You know what they're saying now is you have to. I think the number is you have to have at least $3 million
Goddamn.
if you want to retire in 20 or 30 years, which is way higher than our parents only need, I think, 1.5 million or something like that. So
Inflation.
and yeah, inflation's made it harder, and nobody's saving today. A lot of people are lying about it. It's not cool to show off your 401k. A lot of people are going and buying the shoes and going to the club because that's how. So I like to talk to women specifically about this because it's something that you should sometimes ask about. What about you? Do you ever ask about their 401k, IRA, HSA, or no?
I
You care?
have before, and I do care because in a way it's kind of like planning for the future. You really don't know what's going to happen. So I would hope they have some type of savings, honestly.
That's something that you need to really take seriously because you're not going to
Exactly.
find a good guy if they don't have that stuff down. What's up, man? Do you care if a girl has savings at all? That she has a 401k or anything?
No, yeah, like I said before, I mean,
You got all the money, so it's not a big deal.
no, I won't say I have the money, but I'm more traditional, so I feel like the man should have everything taken care of. So I'm not really worried about it.
He really should. He really should. There's a lot of women. That's how they're gonna be okay at retirement is because of their man.
Right.
And a lot of women don't got a man today, so I'm worried about them. What about you, bro? Do you care about a woman's savings at all?
Not too much, just like him. Yeah, not too much. But one thing I do care about actually is debt.
Mhm.
If a girl has a lot of debt, because if you're gonna take her seriously, that
Right.
debt, guess what?
It's your debt.
That debt becomes your debt. So if she's
Right.
$200,000 in debt
Right.
and she doesn't tell you that, and you take her seriously, it's a stupid mistake.
Yeah, big
Right,
mistake.
Big mistake.
All right, now I want to know what's a red flag that turns you on. We're gonna start with you this time.
Hey,
man.
I can tell you what a red
Ooh.
flag is for me.
What?
Not getting these goddamn likes up, like the
Yeah,
video.
get the damn likes
Like the
up,
fucking
bro.
video.
Yo,
Shout out to
Black
Chef Don
guy.
too, by the way.
Hey, Chef
Yes.
Don, what's up, bro? Live from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Purple Pill Pod. Congrats on the monetization. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate
Thank you
that,
for
Don.
the help, man.
And Joe,
Really
That's our boy,
appreciate
Chef
you, man.
Don.
And Joe Cole, dating apps are the best tool to get laid. Yes, I agree with you. It is the best tool if you're just trying to get laid. But if you want something serious, man, it is so surface level and so fake. It's not worth anything more than that. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. I'm an all natural guy. I don't play any of those fucking internet games. Now I want to know. Oh, yeah. So a red flag that turns you on, bro. We'll start with you this time.
A red flag tells me. I mean, that's a good question. I think a red flag is when a girl posts her body a lot on Instagram and social media. Obviously, that's a red flag because it's like she's showing her body off to the rest of the world. But obviously, that will turn you on, right? If she's very attractive, right? So
Yeah,
I
it's
like
messed
that.
up one.
Right. Yeah.
She's sitting there. She's trying to bait you in.
Right. Yeah.
What about you, bro?
Very
Red flag
right.
turns you on.
That's such a good question. I don't know, dude.
That's
a really good
he
question.
Wants,
I
he
don't
wants
think so,
almost a
man.
virgin. There's not. He won't
Yeah,
take
no,
anything,
I know.
bro.
I mean, dude, I'm not a perfectionist, but I just do watch things, man. I just pick up so many things. Like you just start to realize, like certain decisions she's making, you can already apply it to bigger things. But I would say, I mean, kind of like what he said, but they're not even in a category that you take seriously, dude. Like right off the bat, I don't care how beautiful she is, dude. I would take a girl who's not as attractive, but I know she's like, not as lit on social media. She's just chill. Dude, I just don't want a headache. I've dealt with girls like that, bro. It's just not worth it, man. It's really not worth it. Like I want something that's chill. She could be a 7 or like, yeah.
It's okay. She's a lower number.
She does
right?
not have to be a 10. No, like I look at other things. I value a lot of things more, but I don't know about a red. I really have to think about that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about you? What's a one red flag that turns you on?
Mine's just, I think, a personal thing because I don't like games, but sometimes I'll play them. So like if it's somebody I do like or I have an interest in, if they make me like chase a little bit or they make me wait for that reply or whatever, I think that's hot. But that's a red flag, I think.
Yeah.
Them
So,
dark triad traits
yeah.
every time.
And pimps, apparently.
And pimps, yeah, pimps
right.
too, guys.
Terrible.
Pimp named Tom. Shout out to you.
Hey, it works every time. So what about you? What's a red flag that turns you on?
I don't know, actually. I really don't know. We're gonna have to get back to that question because I have to sit and think about that one.
Okay, Chantel, do
red
you have
flags
one
are-
that you've thought about just hearing that?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm attracted to any red
That's
flags.
good.
But then
I'm like,
it's like you gotta keep in mind that red flags can be subjective, right? So it
Right.
depends. What's a red
True.
flag to me?
Right,
It's not a red
right.
Do y'all have any red flags?
flag.
Oh, we all got plenty of red flags, but we're not gonna talk about that. man.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're kind of gonna get into some other questions. I want to know what do y'all think about the draft? Okay, and I'm gonna start with the ladies this time. I want to know do you think that women should be drafted? And if I'll ask that second. Do you think women should be drafted?
I don't know. This is once again personal. I would love to go do something like that, like get all manly and like big and like dirt on my face. Hell yeah, that sounds so fun to me. But I feel like I don't think that it should obviously be forced upon a woman. I think that that's definitely like something that was forced upon y'all back in the day, and I don't think that y'all ever wanted that or like that. So I don't want it to ever pass genders. I think that that's not. I don't know, but it's up to them. Whatever a female wants to do.
Okay. What do you think?
Same. It shouldn't be forced or anything, but if the girl wants to go, then why not let her go?
Okay, now I want to ask, would you give up your ability to vote? Like if they were like, look, y'all are going to be able to, vote, but you're going to get drafted. Like part of voting is you sign up to be part of the draft if anything bad happens. And so would you give up your right to vote for that?
I've never voted.
So you don't care about it? What about
I do
you?
care, but I don't no.
It's
yeah.
better than going to war and dying.
Right.
What about you? What do you think?
I'm still voting.
You
going to
would
vote.
vote and then get drafted if it happened?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
It's worth it.
Hmm.
What about you, man? Do you think that women should be drafted?
I don't think that women should be drafted. I feel like the men have always been the ones that have gone to war, so I feel like women should not be drafted. I do feel like women call for equality a lot, but I think that if they call for absolute equality, it'd be like 1,000 men and 1,000 women. And I don't think they want that really. So yeah, I feel like men should go to war and women should not go to war.
Okay. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think it's never gonna happen. I think women will ever be in the draft, and I don't think they should, to be honest. It's a very dude to be shipped off to some country fighting a war that maybe you don't even agree with
Right.
against your will, and then you maybe die for a country that doesn't really care about you. No, men throughout history have been and are the disposable sex. Period. That's why
Facts.
when the Titanic sinks, guess who goes down?
The
The
men.
men go down.
Facts.
It's part of being a man. It's understanding sacrifice. It's being
Right.
in touch with death.
Right.
That's what it means to be a man. That's masculinity. Femininity is all about life. It's all about beauty. It's all about the storm, the good and the bad, and everything in between.
Okay. I want to hear your opinion on the draft.
I agree with Danny. I think it will be a huge distraction. You know, as a feminine energy, you're over there in war, and then men are wired to want to protect us, right? So that's a huge distraction if they're out there on the battlefield having to be thinking, oh, let me protect her because she cannot, you know, fight like how I can. So I don't think women should be drafted. No, I think we have our place and we need to stay there.
You know,
Okay.
she brought up a really good point too. I just want to add to that. Men do have a very strong instinct to protect. It's wired into us. They don't talk about this, but mass shootings, every mass shooting that happens, there are a lot of cases of men shielding women that they don't even know with their bodies, taking a bullet for when in situations where they can't think, when it's just instinct. That's what happens. I don't know why
like
they
the
don't
aura
talk about it.
shooter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they've also done studies like units in the army that are men and women co-ed, they don't perform as well as the ones that are just men. And when I think about it, if I was gonna go to war, dude, I want to go with guys, man. It's better. You trust them, you know, like it's a different dynamic. So
Yeah, you know you're gonna win it probably.
to be honest, I don't even think women should be in the army. To be honest, let
Okay.
alone the draft.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Now I want to know. I'm gonna start with the guys this time. Can your girl post bikini pics on Instagram if she's dating you?
No, I mean, again, that's a part of the American liberalism, right? Like, I'm not, I'm not for that. I feel like women who post their body on social media, they're looking for attention, right? And if she's in a relationship, then she should give her man the utmost, 100% attention. So I think that, women who post in bikini pictures and stuff like that, she's looking for outside attention, validation. And I think a lot of times in modern relationships, like the man is expected to sit there and be responsible for the woman, and she can be over there and post her body and go into the club, hanging with her friends and stuff. And it's like, no.
And if something bad happens to her, whose fault is it?
I know it's your fault. You got to go to the club and go get her. And it's like, no. So I'm not for that.
You're not for it. Yeah. What about you, Danny? Would you be okay with your girl posting bikini pics, man?
What do you think?
I don't think so, man.
Wants a
Wants a
virgin.
virgin.
Yeah, he wants a
Definitely not.
virgin.
Definitely not, dude. That's attracting attention. That's unneeded.
What if she has a private account and she only has 100 followers and it's literally all women? Would it be okay then?
It's still about respect thing, though. Like, do you respect yourself to put yourself out there like that? Anybody, you don't know, man. Anybody could screenshot that and then it gets out. Like, a woman's body is sacred, man. Women aren't taught to protect their purity, to protect like who they are. That's good for you. It's not just about what guys want. It's good for you.
It's to protect them.
Yeah, it's to protect you. So
from the scammers and the pimps.
Yeah, exactly. From bad attention.
But no, so I want to know for y'all ladies, would y'all, like, if a guy tried to tell you, hey, you can't have bikini pictures, like, you gotta take that shit down if you want to date me. And I'm talking about the guy that you really like, though, like the guy that makes the money, the guy that, he's the good boy, he's 6 foot tall, whatever the fuck it is. Would you give it up for him? Like the good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give it up for him because it's worth it for that. Yeah,
yeah.
But the shitty guy, that ain't worth it. But what about you? Would you give up the bikini pics for that perfect guy?
I would.
For the perfect
guy.
Not
for the shitty one.
But not for the shitty one. There's a lot of shitty ones out here.
Yeah.
It's only a top 10% can really like have all those looks and the money. It's a very small amount. So now I want to know, who do y'all think has more privilege in society? Would you say it's or actually, I want to ask you really quick, in y'all's relationship, does your boyfriend get mad about bikini pics or anything like that?
No,
because you also do gym stuff too, right?
Yeah, but I'm not even when I was single, I would never post bikini pictures because as one of you guys said, it's a respect. I was raised very traditional to not be too revealing, and social media is public. So even in my single days, I would not post.
No, that's good. So now I want to know, who has more privilege in society, do y'all think? We'll start with you this time, man. Do you think that women got way more advantages or men do? It's the patriarchy, bro.
Right. the picture-
Men got way more.
No, I think that I think women in Western society definitely have way more privilege. I feel like we live in a, what do they say?